During the State of the State, the governor announced new money towards schools in 2023 and the years following.
And part of that money will go to actually moving schools that are in or near floodplains. The state feels they're just in danger of future flooding. And as News Channel 5's Kyle Horan shows us, that plan will impact thousands of families, but counties will still have to help.
Governor Bill Lee announced more than $1 billion to go into school funding in the next fiscal year. $200 million of that is going to move schools from the floodplain. But there are some people who are skeptical that that's going to be enough money for the 14 schools they have in mind. It was August of 2021. Floodwaters tore through Waverly and two schools, Waverly Elementary and Waverly Junior High. At the time, students were not inside, but the state has taken note of the tragedy and has put forth millions to move the two schools out of the flood zone. They are 2 of 14 total across the state.
I spoke to the principal of one of the Waverly schools. She was there to save books with her daughter. And in the time it took her to drive one side of the building to the other side to get her daughter, the flood waters had already gone up to their knees. They pulled out the bleachers sitting on top. But imagine if that were a school day. It would be a very different, even more catastrophic headline. There's one high school on the list, and the rest are middle and elementary schools. Each one will receive between $11 and $18 million, depending on the size of the school. Critics of this idea say that's not enough, though.
I don't think they've put enough money into that if they're actually going to build the school. I think it averages out to about $12.5 million per school. And, I understand obviously that they think that they're going to have the local input cover some of the other expenditures, but they should have talked to the local governments about that because it's definitely going to drive taxes up. J.C.
Bowman is with the Professional Educators of Tennessee. He thinks this may be too much for rural communities. It's unclear how much the state expects the communities to pay, but it could be substantial. Kyle Horan, News Channel 5.